Hello everyone. Welcome again to my channel, and in this video we are going to discuss about ethical hacker. As we all know, cyber attacks are on the rise and it is a growing issue around the world that cyber attacks are happening. So it is very much important for us everyone to understand who is a hacker, what does the hacker do, and when they hack into systems, what are the damages they create, what loss it causes to companies. So this is very important. Now, before even we understand what is an ethical hacker, we should understand what is a hacker. So hacker is a person who has the ability, tools, technology, and know-how, who has the knowledge and skills to hack into computer systems or to enter into computer systems which are in a way inaccessible to unauthorized users or people. But a hacker, without even having access to those systems, can get through the weaknesses or vulnerabilities of those computer systems with specific skills and technologies and get into those systems. Now, once a hacker get into those systems and he or she has access to the data and information, then they can do anything with that. So they can either exfiltrate or take out the data for that organization, or even encrypt or lock the data and cause disruption to the organization business, or even they can create some damage to their network or to their information systems so that their business is interrupted. So there can be various intentions of a hacker to do that. Sometimes they do it in return for money, and sometimes they just want to do some adventure and they do it. Now, coming to ethical hacker. So let's understand the ethical hacker. But to explain the ethical hacker, I am going to tell you a story. Through this story, you will be able to better understand what is an ethical hacker. So let's begin. Now, what happened? An electronics company was there. They built a new building. So it was a new city, and they built a new building in which they hosted their office and their research and development center. Obviously, it was a brand new office, and they wanted to inaugurate that. They arranged a party and they got ready for the inauguration with a lot of guests. Then, what happened before the inauguration? So, the company got ready with all their products and assets and they moved them into the building. They also moved their critical files, documents, and even they had a lot of customers, so they moved the customer information as well. And then they were getting ready for the inauguration. Something surprising happened then. So what happened? Let's understand. So when they reached there, the evening prior to the opening, they witnessed something which was not expected for them. So what had happened? The office building locks were open, and the products were stolen, and the critical documents were stolen. So clearly, somebody had staged into that building and caused all this and stolen a lot of important artifacts, documents, and products. Because of this, what happened? It created a huge financial loss to the company, and also a lot of research and development documents, products were stolen. This caused a lot of loss of reputation and trust of their customers. So in the market, their name and reputation went down. The company started thinking that they had all the security controls in place. They had security guards, they had alarm system, CCTV. Then how did this happen? They were very much surprised. At the same time, they want to investigate and find out that why this happened, and if at all it happens again, then how can we prevent it? Now, what did they do? Let's understand what did they do. This is the interesting part of the story. They hired Jack. Jack is a fictitious name and it has no relation with someone. Only for story purpose, we will be using Jack as a name here. Okay, so Jack is a person who can think like a thief, and he is well versed with the methods that thieves would use to break into the buildings and stole things. So this is how Jack thinks, or this is the profile of Jack. Then Jack started his work. So Jack, what did Jack do? Jack went to all the company office buildings, and at night, especially when security guards are in place, when security controls are in place, everything is in place, and no one was informed that Jack is going to come in. So Jack eventually behaved as a thief, like nobody is aware. So he just wanted to get into the building so that nobody could detect him, and then he should be successful in stealing some products and information. Okay. Then Jack started doing this for all the company office buildings. So definitely in some places he was not successful, but in some places he was successful. Then wherever he was successful, he was taking notes of why he was able to do it, and then he documented them so that he could evidence them and submit the reports to the company that how he did it. Based on these reports, what happened, the company could find what are their weaknesses, exploits, and flaws in their controls, and what kind of controls are completely not there, because of which this kind of theft or this kind of damage could happen. So in this way, what would happen, they can better secure their buildings against any more thefts. Now this was an example of a building, but in cybersecurity and information technology, how this is applied. So in cybersecurity also, what happens, these kind of companies hire people like Jack, who can think like cyber attackers or hackers, and then they can help these organizations to find gaps and issues in their security controls, in their environment, and then they can improve on them. So this is what happens in cybersecurity and the role of an ethical hacker. Uh, Obviously, so if we define who is Jack, then Jack is the ethical hacker. Now you can understand what is the role of an ethical hacker. So let's define it. So if I go by the definition, so then ethical hacker is someone who has explicit permission for hacking into computer systems using tools and techniques to help improve the company's security posture and controls. What does it mean? That with permission and with explicit permission from the company or the environment, Jack is given the authority to break into computer systems, and so that they can find the weaknesses and document them, and that would help improve the organizations to improve their posture. In this way, what happens, when the real attackers or hackers would come, they would find it difficult to get into the computer systems, because ethical hackers have already assessed the environment, they have tried to close in the gaps, and they have tried to reduce the weaknesses and vulnerabilities what the computer systems are having. In this way, what happens, the cyber attacks could be reduced to a minimum for that company or for that environment. Mm, Thank you everyone. So in this way, I made an attempt to make you understand the what a hacker does, and then what an ethical hacker does, because ethical, as the meaning suggests, I mean, is something good. So definitely ethical hacker is someone who has good intention. He has the knowledge of a thief or an attacker, but he uses that knowledge and skill, he or she uses that knowledge and skills for a good cause. That is how ethical hacker role is. So we can understand in society and in company and in cybersecurity and information technology what a vital role an ethical hacker plays. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for tuning into this video. And if you like this video, please like, comment, or provide your feedback. And if you want to, mm, you want me to make some more related videos on different topics, please let me know in the comment section, and I will try to make them. Thanks and have a good day.